Good afternoon and welcome to the world-acclaimed Magnetic Island, which is located just off the coast of the North Queensland city of Townsville. Today we're going to be doing the Forts Walk, which is one but arguably the most popular of many walks that you can do here on the lovely Magnetic Island. It's located on the main road between Nellie Bay and Horseshoe Bay, which is on the other side of the island. To be precise, it's roughly halfway between the small settlement of Arcadia and the also small settlement of Horseshoe Bay, which is all the way on the other side of the island. Anyway, the Forts Walk is about a 2 kilometre return walk to the start and finish points, and it's one of the island's most popular walking experiences. It showcases many of the highlights of Magnetic Island National Park. You'll see some great wildlife possibilities, some stunning sweeping views of the island, and it's also very, as the name kind of alludes to, it's very well known for its assortment of World War II relics, which are all set amongst the island's dry tropical landscape. So you'll see old forts and sort of military infrastructure that was used, in the defence of Townsville and Northern Australia during World War II. So to get to the Forts Walk, there's conveniently a car park and also a bus stop on the main road that takes you over to Horseshoe Bay. Once you're there, it's a couple hundred metres to the official start of Forts Junction, which is kind of like the hub for all the walking trails that you can take in the area. You can do obviously the Forts Walk, you can go to Florence Bay, you've got the North East Coastal Walk, you've got Balding Bay, you've got the Horseshoe Bay Lagoon Conservation Park, the Nellie Arcadia Junction Track and the Hawking Points Lookout. So there's plenty of walks that you can do from the vicinity of Forts Junction. It's a couple hundred metres from the car park, so not too far at all. So you can easily get here on the Sun Bus, which is a public bus service that operates around Magnetic Island. It's very cheap, it's very convenient, very easy way to get around all the main settlements. I think it's about $4.80 for a day ticket, so it's really easy. As long as you just time your journey, it's really good. But yeah, today we'll be doing the main walk, although there is quite a few walks that you can do from the junction. There's quite a lot of information and signage at the start of the walking trails. But yeah, this walk takes you through eucalyptus and acacia woodland. There's a good chance of spotting koalas here as well if you get there on a lucky day. But yeah, it showcases many highlights of Magnetic Island, all the World War II relics. But yeah, as I'll be giving a bit of a running commentary as I do the walk today, without further ado, let's get started and head along the track along the way to the official Forts Circuit walk. So what better time now to just sit back, relax and enjoy the scenery and hopefully find my commentary informative. This is Arthur's Bay Lookout. It's only about 100 or 200 metres off the main road at the start of the Forts Hill track. I think that must be Acadia Bay down there. Pretty idyllic island really, isn't it? Magnetic island. First time here. You can definitely see why they say it's in the dry tropics. We are in the tropics, but as you can see, it's not as lush or rainforesty as, you know, compared to Cairns or Cape Tribulation, a little bit further up north. So yeah, this forts walk, I think there's quite a lot of old historical forts from World War II when the Australians and the Americans were obviously defending North Queensland from a Japanese invasion. So yeah, it should be quite interesting history along the way. Pretty good views. And there's supposed to be some good wildlife as well. Apparently there's koalas and that sort of stuff, so that will be interesting. So yeah, as we're a little bit further into the walk now, you can see it's a lot drier vegetation. Yeah, it's almost like a tropical savanna kind of land. So very interesting. Very geographically diverse island. Hey. Oh, it looks like we've got another vantage point here. That's pretty darn impressive. Yeah, I think this is the start of the Fort Circuit. So yeah, the walk from the bus station to the start of the Fort Circuit, it's pretty damn easy. You will get a few glimpses, good views along the way. Once you get to, say, the Fort Circuit track part, it's definitely a little bit more steeper. I think it's rated grade 3. So yeah, should be okay for most people, as long as you have, you know, at least a moderate level of fitness. Again, if you're this is the middle of the day, but if the heat bothers you, probably best to come early in the morning or later in the afternoon when it's a bit cooler, and also when the UV rating's not as extreme. Oh yeah, really fantastic views, beautiful island, Magnetic Island. It certainly can be touristy in places, but it's also quite residential as well. Quite a lot of people live on the island. Plenty to see and do here, so you know, you could just come over multiple times from Townsville, or you could even stay on the island for a few days. But yeah, this is really the premier walk to do whilst on Magnetic Island, so unless you've got really short on time, definitely worth checking it out. So yeah, you can certainly see there's a lot of military activity here during World War II, especially when the threat of Australia being invaded was quite real in the eyes of quite a lot of the population. And obviously the north of Australia did get bombed quite heavily in the northwest Australia, Northern Territory, and in the north of Queensland. Also Sydney Harbour was bombed as well. I think that was by like midget submarines or something. So yeah, we got some point of interest here. That looks like there would have been battle guns placed there as well, I'd say. Pretty interesting. Yep, looks like some sort of coastal battery was there. Pretty interesting. Anyway, it looks like this detour off the track's just that. So I think we probably walk back to the main track to keep continuing. But yeah, really impressive walk this. They say to allow about 2 hours to comfortably do it. I think it's around 4 kilometres return. That's inclusive of the walk to and from the bus stop or the car park if you're driving. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. If you love military history, World War II history, combine that with amazing views and great panoramas of the landscape of Magnetic Island. Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, let's continue on. This looks like the rangefinder here. Guess this would have been, you know, a spotting point. Maybe suss out any enemy combatants in the distance. But wow, that's absolutely breathtaking. What a view. It's quite interesting how you got the pine trees and that as well. I've just switched over to filming with my iPhone. Once again, the GoPro's overheated. I was saying yesterday in the Castle Hill walk, I was quite happy that the GoPro wasn't overheating, Maybe it was something to do with the humidity, you know, keeps it a bit cooler with the airflow over the GoPro. But yeah, today it's not very windy, maybe it's a little bit drier. So there's probably not much airflow over the top of GoPro. Straight away, it's overheating. Anyway, that's a continuation of the view. Absolutely amazing, breathtaking. Just a bit of a heads up, if you are taking the sun bus, you know, the public bus around the island, I must admit I've been absolutely amazed how good it is. It's absolutely fantastic. Unless you're really pressed on time or you don't want to put in much effort, you really, that's all you need to get around the main sites and bays of Magnetic Island. If you want to see a little bit more detail, certainly could hire a scooter or a little jeep or something. That would be a really fun way to go around the island. I certainly wouldn't say not to do that. That would be a lot of fun. But if you just want to go Magnetic Island cheaply, $4.80 for a day pass. You can take the bus all around the island from Picnic Bay, Nelly Bay, Arcadia, and all the way out to Horseshoe Bay. Also drops you at the Forts Walk as well. And I think there's one or two other settlements it drops by along the way. Anyone that lives on the island, it services all the residential areas as well. So that's fantastic. So yeah, looking here, it looks like you can continue on to Florence Bay, Horseshoe Bay and Forts Junction along here. So that's really cool. We've just come from Horseshoe Bay. So I think I might continue along the Fort Circuit for now. Just a point with the bus, it is really amazing. Just keep an eye out on the timetable, but it has a habit of kind of running two buses in a row at, you know, half an hour intervals. Then it kind of has an hour and a half break. So for example, I think I got here around 1:30 and there was two buses within half an hour each other. And then I think there's a bus at 2:30, 2:35, then no bus to 4 o'clock. So yeah, just keep an eye out on the buses because it could be a long walk if you mistime your connection with the bus. Anyway, we're back on the GoPro now. Hopefully it's cooled down a little bit. Audio is generally a little bit better with the GoPro because it's got media mod attached, which has a microphone, a proper microphone, or at least it has a microphone. It looks like another 600 metres of the Fort Circuit ahead.
Yeah. Can't see me now.
De har kanoner til at være her, så hvis der var nogen, der angreb øen var nogen, der angreb øen, Marie, så havde de kanoner her, de kunne skyde flyene ned med.
Vi er lige på en luksusø med luksusfly.
So yeah, that's a pretty good vantage point. Definitely a pretty discreet vantage point. Any oncoming enemies. Looks like we can probably go up. Looks like you gotta take a ladder. That's alright. Alrighty, we've just gone up the top. Really good views. Just coming around here. See all the little different bays. All the remnants of the fort sort of scattered around the bush. Back over there behind that hill you might see a little bit of Townsville Port, but yeah, behind that mountain you got the city of Townsville. Remember, we're 8 kilometres off the coast here, so not too far at all. And yeah, just coming around. I'm guessing that's out towards the Pacific Ocean. Very cool. So yeah, it looks like we're heading back to the car park and the bus station now. I want to be back by 2:35 for the bus because the next one's at 4 o'clock, so you can probably certainly do a bit of a longer walk around these forts and obviously even out to some of the other bays. But yeah, today I think we will just start heading back. About a 20-minute walk, or 1.7 kilometres back to the bus stop. All goes to plan. We should have completed this walk in about an hour and 15 minutes.
Det er to sorte og mørke, men de er jo kommet ned for længst.
Thanks. It's not overly difficult, but certainly do watch your step when coming back down. Unlike the Castle Hill, you're basically walking on rocky sort of steps. But yeah, no drama as long as you pay attention. Yep, as you can see, looks like it, yeah, it just does a loop around this rock formation here. So yeah, it looks like it just got back to the T-junction. So once you get to the fort circuit, it's kind of like a one-way circle all around the forts. Then you come back to the main track. That's pretty convenient, pretty easy to navigate. Double check we're going in the right direction here. Yep, no, straight ahead. GoPro's just overheated again, so back to the iPhone. Just got the iPhone out impromptuly, so I don't have the gimbal on. So apologies if it's a little bit shaky. On the way back, you can see another, a few old little military, establishments, officers' mess, all that sort of stuff, or what was of it, so that's pretty cool. This looks like the workshop and store over there. Pretty cool. Evolutions. Okay. Alrighty, we're pretty well back at the car park slash bus stop now, so that pretty much concludes our Forts walk on Magnetic Island today. In conclusion, it's a really good walk, absolute must. It gives you really good vantage points across all over the island, and you really get to see all its stunning, diverse geography, landscapes, wildlife, habitat, all that, all in the one walk. And yeah, there's plenty of obviously World War II history as well with its forts, so that's pretty cool walking through all that, exploring that. It only took me about an hour and 10 minutes today, which is well under the publicised 2 hours. But yeah, there probably was a few more things you could see along the way, so you could certainly spend more time and do it at a more leisurely pace if you like. But for now, yeah, that was really good. Thanks very much for watching. Like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Really appreciate that. Motivates me to produce better and better content. Up here in Townsville, I've got a couple different videos coming up for release, or have been recently released. Got a hike up Castle Hill, check that out, and also I'll show you a walking tour around Townsville, and also I'll show you more of a tour around the whole of Magnetic Island itself and all the different bays. So feel free to check out those. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to check out my website, aussiejetsetter.com.au, where you'll see all those flight reviews, industry news, destination guides, frequent flyer hacks and more. But until next time, from sunny tropical North Queensland, Magnetic Island, Australia, safe travels, and thank you very much for watching.